Today on Us Weekly's reality recap, we're breaking down Austin's arrival to Stowe. Plus, Andrea Denver reveals what he really thinks about Craig and Paige's relationship.
I'm looking forward for them actually to move under the same roof. I think that's going to be like the big deal.
Plus, the cast talks about how Tom Schwartz was doing when he visited the house amid his split.
I mean, it was great having them there. They brought a lot of energy and just like helped kind of rally us up again after all the partying we had done.
Put on your sweaters, strap on your ski boots, and get ready for Us Weekly's reality recap. Hey guys, Christina Garbeld here with Us Weekly's executive producer, Mandy DeCamp, and welcome to a reality recap, Winter House edition. Lots going on this week. Luke returns, Austin returns. It's a full house once again.
Full house. This show makes me, I was watching it at 8 a.m. this morning, and it makes me want to like be at a brewery with, you know, a cute ski outfit on, even though I don't really ski, and just be like drunk by 10 a.m. I don't know what it is. Like,
seriously. Still, their hangovers really bother me, but
yes, their hangovers are killer, but mine would be worse.
Seriously, mine too. All right, well, let's see what you guys had to say about last week's show. Michelle Bryan said, Craig has definitely gotten ahead of himself. He also threw his weight with Leva. Watch part 2 of the reunion. Luke had been drinking, so he clearly wasn't thinking straight at the time. Therefore, social clues were absent. Craig seems to have some anger issues that shows up when he's drinking. While he's just doing his job, there's a line that he should be mindful of or he'll suffer the consequences. The powers that be love the chaos, however, have no problem putting you in your place to remind you who's boss. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to agree with them. It seems like Craig is getting a little ahead of himself, like she said.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I agree too. Sandy Southward said, I'm Team Luke in this situation. He's not malicious. That new gal changed her mind about him, but he was the last one to know. She told everyone but him that her feelings had changed. Yeah, I mean, I think we touched on this last week a little bit. I definitely didn't realize how affected she or how upset she was. Right. And I felt bad this week because when she started crying again, I was kind of like, wow, she really did feel uncomfortable. And that's, no one should feel like that, of course. But I think he redeemed himself this week a bit. He did apologize to her. He had a real conversation with her. He let her speak. And I don't think his intent was malicious.
No, I don't think so either. I definitely don't think so. All right, well, let's recap the night's episode. Who did your cringe go to?
I would say Sierra and Austin, you know, the exes were speed dating together, which I love, like bizarre games that they have like 4 games an episode. I'm like, I need to start writing these down and playing with my friends. Totally. We don't like get together and play games really, but maybe I should. But it was awkward and cringeworthy when she hid the card under her leg. He wouldn't let it go. He asked her twice what the card said. She finally said, it said, when's the last time you had sex? And she was like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And, you know, you shouldn't play these games with your ex. This is a terrible idea.
Terrible idea, but also a great idea because it makes good TV. Yeah. Mine was Craig and Luke's apology. It seemed it was uncomfortable. It was a little forced, I think. I mean, I don't think Craig was like super sincere about it, and Luke just felt really uncomfortable. But I think knowing what we know about it now, because when we spoke to Luke at BravoCon, he really said, like, I have no opinion on Craig. So it seems like the two of them are still at odds and really don't like each other very much.
No, they don't. I mean, I think, you know, Craig wore the jersey at the end of the episode as a sign of his offering. Yeah, I think there's something deeper here that they just don't like each other that much. So it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
All right. Who got your Bravo Celebrity of the night?
Mine was almost going to be yours because I had it and then I switched it, but mine went to Austin because it's great to have him here. He threw a fun little party at the end of the episode, and it seems like he's really on, like he did this on Southern Charm too. He was on his path of redemption, and he just wants to, you know, make amends with everybody. And it seems like he's in a much better place than he was last Winter House. So good to see Austin there.
That was another theme party, another fun game / theme party that they did. And yeah, I was laughing out loud. I thought that was really funny.
I love how they're always just prepared for them as well. So they must get the memo in advance that this is happening because they all have these outfits ready to go.
Well, they always have like a million Amazon boxes. You can see that everyone got like overnight delivery for their costumes from Amazon. Exactly. There are very real moments in the Winter House and Summer House. I feel like because they're living like away from home. Like, I love how when Austin arrived, there's like multiple garbage bags by the front door and like the house is always a mess.
Always a mess.
It's pretty relatable. Like if you have been on vacation with your friends, like it's just kind of chaos.
Total frat house.
Yeah, total frat house. I feel like Rachel's the only one who like has a head on her shoulders. Like she set the table and like, they're all like, whoa, you set the table. I'm like, she just like put plates out.
Flowers. Yeah.
Flowers.
Put a centerpiece
Yeah.
and some plates. You're like, you're not eating just with your hands tonight.
No. But my Bravo celebrity of the night went to Corey. I feel like I want to see more from him. I'm liking him on the show. I like him as a Bravo celebrity. I can't believe he was a matchmaker.
I know, right? That was like, it blew my mind. I love that.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see more of him. I feel like they need to start showing more of him, or we're going to be halfway through the season. And
I agree. I wonder if he's going to be Southern Charm's newest cast member next year.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of teeing him up to maybe see how people like him. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. I need a little more, but I like him.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Feud of the week. Who did yours go to?
Well, Craig and Luke, I mean, I think it's ongoing. They sort of pretended to resolve things like we said, but this is ongoing. And I think we're going to see more of it this season.
Definitely. Mine went to Austin, like I said before, apologizing to everyone. So he settled all of his feuds this week, especially with Sierra. He apologized for how he treated her last summer and winter. So it seems like they're in a much better place.
Another cringeworthy part of the game was when she said, "What's your favorite thing about me?" And he said, "When I make you roll on the floor laughing." And she's like, "That just brought it back to yourself." I was like, how did you not realize that?
It's like Austin always making it about himself.
Always.
You almost took my quote too. I wrote down the same thing.
Oh God, this is so funny. Who got your quote of the night?
Mine it was Amanda and Paige, because obviously, a lot of the people went to this high intensity interval training before they went to have a drink, and they stayed back, just sat on the couch, and they were like, high intensity interval training, suck my day. So I loved it.
Yeah, that's how I would feel too on vacation.
Right.
Oh my God. Mine has to go to Kyle. I hate to even repeat this.
No.
But I think he was playing with Rachel, maybe the speed dating game. Or was it Rachel, or I can't remember. No, it was Paige. Paige asked him.
Yes.
Have you ever had to fake it in bed? And he goes, yes. I've spit on her back. Just can't.
Dying. Absolutely dying.
Really makes me laugh out loud, though. I mean, it's disgusting and funny, but he's really funny. I like him.
He's really funny. That was definitely something that I had to did a double listen. Like, did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into our interviews of the week. And we recently spoke to Andrea Denver at BravoCon. Definitely miss him in Winter House, but he opened up about how he really feels about Craig and Paige's relationship. Take a look. Like him and Paige together. I mean, obviously.
I mean, as I said multiple times last year, even during the reunion, if they're meant to be, I always said I'm really happy. I always told Paige, even when we were like flirting around, I always told, like, if Craig is the man that gets you happy, I'm just happy for you, because it's all about how you feel with that person, and I'm really happy for them, and I'm looking forward for them actually to move under the same roof. I think that's gonna be like the big deal, and but I think they're getting there, so I'm really happy.
I wish them nothing but the best. I think they're made for each other, so it's good.
Yeah, when they had the pasta dinner, I was thinking of Andrea and how he would have brought it to a new level.
Oh, totally. His pasta dinner was way better.
Yes.
Well, we also caught up with the cast about how Tom Schwartz was doing when he visited the house amid his split with Kody. So take a look at that.
Craig, what was it like having the Toms in the house? And, I know at the time Schwartz was kind of going through his breakup with Kody. So what kind of was his mindset, and what was it like filming with them?
It was awesome. When I found out, I still remember the time and place that I found out they could come on the vacation, but we were all standing on the ice rink, and I kind of yelled with joy, and I was like, Austin, guess what? Because I love the Toms, and I've gotten to spend a little more time with them than Austin. And it just so happened in this crazy world that we live that it was a perfect time for him to get away. And so, I love them equally. Austin was, you can't get enough of Sandoval's just personality and just larger than life, persona. And me and Schwartz just connect a lot. And so I actually wanted him to stay the rest of the trip, but he had to get back. So I think it was good for him. And you get to see the beginning of kind of that, unfortunate circumstance. But we were running on reserves when they got there, and they came in with fresh ideas that we've never for parties, which we thought we had explored everything the last 2 years. And it was a breath of fresh air.
I mean, I just think it's super cool now that like those 3 franchises are now like, intertwined, and the Toms and I know that a few more of them have gone to the Hamptons, to hang out with them and stuff. But for them to come to Winter House kind of like, solidified that relationship.
Our
and
Bravo
I'm stoked.
verse
Yeah,
there.
I'm stoked, man.
I love it.
Three pretty great franchises to, intermingle, in my opinion.
What was it like having both the Toms in the house this past season? Were you all there for him? Because this was obviously the beginning of the split with him and Kody. So what was it like having him there, and how was everybody there for him during that time?
We had the best time with them. They really brought such a different, fun energy. And it was the first time for a lot of us, like meeting them and getting as close as we did to them. So, the first thing we weren't going to ask was like, what's going on with you and Kody?
Right.
So we weren't really privy to anything. And we kind of like respected a boundary. I think it would be weird if we, were so intrusive on that. But we had a great time with them. We really did.
I feel like Schwartz really just wanted to come and have fun and just kind of be a little carefree. And we definitely drank our faces off. They made us amazing drinks. They're amazing bartenders.
Yeah.
Sandoval whipped out a sequined blazer on a Tuesday, and they just mixed up the energy, which is what we needed when we're like a weekend. So, they were the perfect addition to the house.
I get why they own a bar. They really are great at making cocktails.
Yeah, it was great having them there. They brought a lot of energy and just like helped kind of rally us up again after all the partying we had done. They actually came in one of the mornings after a huge party, and we hadn't cleaned up yet. They came so early, and we were very embarrassed about the way our home looked, and they loved it. They were like, oh, you guys are like, this is legit. Like, we are about to throw down. They're like, I'm sad that I missed the party that you guys just had. But
I just one correction, and I had no idea what was going on.
My bad.
We're just plugging in our computer here. But this was actually before Tom and Kody had announced their split. They both announced it on social together. Tom was definitely going through, the throes of that. And I was glad that he felt comfortable opening up. We've kind of put it all out there as a couple. So did they. It's not easy. And there's just so much we can both relate to. And like when he was like, hey, I needed this, I didn't necessarily know why, and I'm not going to ask. And if he felt comfortable sharing, then great. But it was, obviously it was very sad.
I think it at the time, it was something personal that the two of them were going through. So there was only so much that he was going to share, and there were rumors, going around. But we were just trying to be supportive and have fun. That's why he came there. And we love both Kody and Tom very much. So we were supportive then in all stages of their relationship as we are now.
Yeah, we finally get the teaser. They are coming next week. It looks like they're going to bring the laughs and the antics as always.
Always. I love them. I love them on every show. I don't want to ever not have them on Bravo. I love them.
Love it. All right, let's get to our social spotlight of the week. Who caught your attention on social media?
Mine goes to Justin Anderson. He is Kristen Cavallari's best friend. He lives in Nashville, but he visited Charleston. He's somehow friends with all these Bravo celebrities. I think it started when Kristen became friends with Craig in Austin about a year or two ago. Yeah. So he stayed close with the cast. He posted that he went to visit. He said, I heart Charleston. It's where the tea is sweet, the words are long, and the friendship stays strong. It was a quick trip, but fun was had. Until next time, bless your little heart. He just posted a bunch of photos with the cast of Southern Charm. And I just love it. I want him on a Bravo show. I feel like he needs to be a cast member.
Maybe he was filming with Leva for her new show. Maybe Southern Hospitality, maybe. I don't know.
He's a hairdresser, so it kind of looks like he was maybe doing their hair.
Photo shoot or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, they were all commenting like, come back soon. Leva says, hurry back.
Yeah.
And Kristen Cavallari says, bro, you're looking buff. So love it.
Nice.
Mine went to Kyle because he posted some fun behind the scenes photos of their parties at Winter House. And I mean, the photos are just ridiculous. He said casual night in and love is in the air. So some fun photos of the girls dancing on the table. Sierra doesn't seem too happy about it, writing why with some crying face emojis. And Jason says, ain't no party like a Stowtown party. So very cute. And it seems like they have a lot of fun together.
Definitely. Love it.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Us Weekly's Reality Recap. Please keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.